sound synchronization clap. Okay. You know, I just got this new shirt, and I'm wondering, instead of using this color chart, if I could just sample the color right off the shirt. Let's find out. Nope, that doesn't work. Hi everyone, welcome to Pal2Tech. This is the Hollyland Cosmo C1, and overall this is a great video wireless transmission system. However, in my video review on this, I did point out that it was extremely difficult, if not impossible, to connect this unit to a laptop computer and do a live stream. Now, since that video came out, I started to see other videos online, in particular an excellent tutorial on Momentum Productions. Josh does a great job with that channel, and I recommend you all check him out. He was able to hook it up with no problem. Not only that, but I didn't hear a lot of the same complaints that I had regarding hooking this thing up so that you could wirelessly live stream video. So I did some more research, and what I kept hearing was that you need a data cord and not a power cord. Okay, fine. So I went and pulled out every single USB-C cable I could find. I tested high-speed cables, low-speed cables, Thunderbolt 3, Thunderbolt 4, and just about anything else that you can imagine, and nothing worked. I tried with a Dell PC and a Mac M1. Didn't work. Well, it turns out the very last cord that I tried, I don't even know what this cord is. It's a USB-C to USB-C. I checked in my purchase history on Amazon and elsewhere. I couldn't find when I purchased this thing, but this cord works. Okay, I've got the transmitter right here, and this is plugged into AC power, so I don't have to worry about a battery for this demo. This has an HDMI cable that I am going to connect to my Fujifilm X-T3. And by the way, don't worry about this lens. That's not really part of this demo. I may make a video on it, I don't know. Okay, HDMI is now connected. Got all these screws falling off. Seriously, this is the second one. I don't know if it's coming from the camera, the lens, the Hollyland, the C1. What the heck? Look at this. Look at these tiny little screws. Wait a minute, there's a third screw. Check this out. Look at this. What is going on here? I now have 3 tiny little screws. I don't know what the hell they're for. It's not the Fujifilm camera. It's not the lens. You ever feel like sometimes you're just losing your mind? I don't know what I'm going to do with these screws. I know I'm going to need them at one point, so I'm just going to go and put them on the shelf. I'll be right back. I don't know. I don't know what they came from. I guess I'll find out at one point. Where was I? Oh, right. If you're using Fujifilm or actually any other camera, you have to make sure that you take it out of 4K. If you don't do that, the unit will not pick it up. Do you see that? Okay, that's an easy fix. All you got to do is go into the camera setting, go into here, and just change it to FHD. I'm going to do 16:9 at 24 frames a second. So right now it's set to 1080 at 24 frames per second. And if you look at the Hollyland, you'll see that it matches up perfectly. And on the receiving unit, it should show the same frame rate. But that wasn't what I was doing in my prior review video. I already knew that. What I didn't know was how picky it was with these cables. Okay, so now that the signal is transmitting, I'm going to go ahead and take our special unknown, who knows where I got it or when I got it, USB-C cable, and I'm going to plug one end of it into the Cosmo. All right, I've already got Skype preloaded on this Dell. I'm now going to connect the Hollyland to the laptop computer's open USB-C port. Okay, so I got it connected just like this. Now keep in mind that I could walk out of here and be, you know what, let me try it. Okay, it's very easy to get this going, and it will work in Skype, Zoom, OBS, or just about any kind of video conferencing program that you have on your computer. You simply go into the settings or the preferences of whatever program that you're using, and you want to select your source, which is going to be this UVC Camera 0. Look at that! Have a look at this! Okay, we're going to keep our eye on what's being transmitted live to the laptop where I'd be doing my streaming. Hi guys, welcome to my live stream. How's it going? How are you doing? How's everyone out there? And with a battery, I can go about 1,000 feet from this location and still be wirelessly transmitting video through a live stream. How cool is that? Let's go have fun with this thing. Okay, still broadcasting here. It is recording on my end at least, so that's pretty cool. By the way, I've got the new Viltrox 13mm lens on this camera with digital stabilization and regular IBIS turned on. I wonder how far I can go before I get conked out. This is great. I'm just walking away, walking around. And here I am outside enjoying a nice 35-degree Fahrenheit morning. I probably should have brought a jacket. I'm gonna go back and we'll wrap this video up. And we're back. Now, one last thing that I wanted to demonstrate for you is that you can use it on a MacBook M1. Let's try that now. This will be very quick, I promise. All right, plugging the receiver into the MacBook Pro M1. Instead of Zoom, we're going to use OBS. Now, if you ever want me to do a video on how to configure OBS for live streaming, let me know. So in OBS, just add a new scene, which is going to be a video capture device. I'll call it Cosmo C1. Once you click OK, you're taken to a screen to choose the device. Since we're plugged in already, I simply choose Cirrus. You see that? Boom, there it is. Boom. You can make it bigger, smaller, and ladies and gentlemen, it is working perfectly. Now, normally when I make a mistake, I will bring an egg down here and smash it on my forehead. However, I don't think I was at much to blame here. The instructions that come with the Hollyland Cosmo C1 don't really go into all the details that I think they probably should. Now, while I stand fully behind my previous video in what I said, I can now confirm to you that it definitely does work if you have the correct data cable. And that data cable, right, is not necessarily the latest and the greatest and the fastest. I honestly do not know what cable this is. It's not marked. It was found in the bottom of my USB-C bin, of which I have many, and I don't know. I don't even remember getting this thing. All I know is that this particular cable works perfectly. So, so I know that it works. I'm going to leave a link down below to the cable that Josh in Momentum Productions channel recommended and said worked. And if you want to get that cable, I have full faith in Josh that he's absolutely right. That's the cable to get. If I ever get to 1 million subs, I'll do a giveaway of this awesome cable. In the meantime, the cable's mine. Anyhow, I hope you found the video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you did, be sure to give it the like and subscribe. Happy 2022. And as always, I will see you in a new video very soon. Take care.